Hey, I had to come back for this one. I didn't see this. I did not see this. Listen, listen. You need to watch this. You need to watch this. Some of y'all, you need to watch this. Go ahead. Let me play this.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. All the way over here. Think about it. Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through.
Whoa, whoa, wait. You see, in Jamaican culture, they would say, "Are you that, LeBron?" When you walk in with a new outfit, what's up, Second Exodus? Boy, I didn't see this. Chicago's going to happen in a minute, baby. 4 o'clock. But when you walk in a new outfit, the Jamaican guys, the Jamaican people I know, they say, "Are you that? Are you that?" LeBron is arrived in the civil rights movement, boy. In Trinidad, they would have said, eh. LeBron said, "My people." Let me hear what LeBron's about to say. Come on. The king has found his voice. Let's see.
So one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform.
LeBron just realized he has power and a platform. Where was LeBron's platform 2 months ago? LeBron the king realized he has a platform. LeBron can't be trusted. Hey, greetings to you. Hey, Yvonne, that's what they used to say. Are you that? In Trinidad, they say, but eh. They look at you, say, eh. You dress so nice. You look. LeBron is an activist, boy. Ooh. Him arriving my Lucian accent. All you Lucian copy us Trini, man. We copy us Trini people. But Lucian, we love you. Take the meat, spit out the bone. Listen, I'm not throwing LeBron on the bus now. King, listen, sometimes when you need reinforcements, you're fighting in the battle, you're getting your butt whooped, you don't call for help. And then finally at the end of the fight, you see people riding on chariots and a horse. LeBron is riding on a white horse, a black horse. At the end of the fight, let me hear what the man got to say. Let the man talk. Go ahead, King. Finish what you have to say now. Work with me, you two. Man, speak now. Here we go. Wow. We get old people doing tech.
When we wrong or something that people don't agree with, some tabloid, every single news coverage that's on the bottom ticker is asked about every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of see what you got.
Now, watch this. The Jerry Jones thing. The Jerry Jones thing is apparently these black kids are being. It's the thumbnail. These black kids are being approached by look like an angry black mob. And Jerry Jones, a young man at the time, is in the very back of this mob, and he's in the picture. He's in the picture. We don't have a lot of context. We don't know what was going on, but it doesn't look good for those two brothers that's standing there. And they want now, and this is what people do. This is the whole thing that the media does, this poisonous media, okay? Puts that picture up and then leads it to our own interpretation. Now, LeBron, interestingly enough, has decided to piggyback this issue to show the parallels of imbalance, which is quite bright on his behalf. It's quite bright, actually. And to demonstrate, hey, how come y'all ain't asking me that question? Well, number one, LeBron, it's not a basketball situation. It's a football situation. You're a basketball player. And, we don't see the two things relating. But I love how LeBron's like, I don't want to hear nothing from you. Look how he ends this.
Guys. Appreciate it.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic. You see, those situations are gold, because even though LeBron James is late to the party, he's exactly right. He's exactly right. It's a situation of editorial media imbalance. The coverage is not equal. The fact that Jerry Jones' endorsement isn't being by anyone, really. It's not really dragged by anyone. But here comes another thing to fan the flame and bring us back to the real historical culprit that has been plaguing the world since the Roman and the Grecian Empire. Supremacy. Supremacy of individuals that we call whites. That's where this is where this whole thing began. And let me be fair to the whites. Let me be fair to them. The Greeks had a pretty doggone army. They went and said, hey, our army's better than your army. You blacks been running around here with your army. We got our own army. We're going to come fight too. And they're pretty doggone good at it. Romans said, hey, those Greeks are all right, but we're better than them. We're going to come out here and fight with our army. You've been fighting with your army. You blacks in Assyria, you blacks in Persia, you blacks in Babylon, y'all been fighting with your army. We're going to come out and fight with our army. They're pretty doggone good at it. The British took up that, said, hey, y'all were fighting with your army. Our cannons shoot further than your cannons. Our boats can knock y'all off from a greater distance. And this whole thing has been about warfare since the time Alexander kissed his first boy. Since the time Alexander the Great tongue kissed his first little Grecian boy. And those two little friends went out on the battlefield with all the little Grecian buddies. So, at the end of the day, what does this all boil down to? That many of us are living in a media stream of individuals who have conquered the world in the last 500 years. Your heyday. The heyday of the European community is from about the 1400s to present, right? Prior to that, weren't much of a force. And so we're dealing with the ramifications of that. And in the same Brett Favre situation, exactly. Not getting dragged for ripping off poor people. And this is the thing. They're like, well, that's not Brett Favre's fault. He was just trying to raise money, and it was individuals in government it wasn't Kyrie Irving's fault too. He didn't make the movie. He didn't write their book. He didn't make their statement. And they dragged Kyrie, took money out of Kyrie's pocket. This is the point. And LeBron James said it perfectly. Y'all didn't ask me no questions about that, did you? I don't want you to ask me because I ain't going to answer nothing. I just want to let y'all know I'm the king and I have an opinion. That's it. That's it. I'm leaving it right there. I just came back to because I saw that and I thought it was very interesting. Very interesting. Coffee's on, Boru. Listen, brother, I'm thirsty. I need some coffee. I need to go get some breakfast right now. I'm going to do that. I'm going to run out and get some breakfast before this meeting later on. Everybody, this was just quick. I had to let y'all know I seen it and it's important. Good morning, Miss Coco B. There's another live. You missed the first one. Boru, I missed you on the first one, man. I don't drink coffee. I'm more of a orange juice and pineapple juice in the morning guy. I don't like warm beverages unless I'm sick. I'm not that guy. I don't really like it. Gives me kind of phlegm in my throat. I'm not really a fan of it. But you coffee people, I understand. All right. This is white supremacy technique. Hey, don't watch it, John. You can't say stuff like that out here, John. You're not allowed to say that, John. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I think when I start dealing with it, this ain't gonna be long. This is gonna be a 12-minute, under 14 minutes, like I do all the time. But I'm inside, I ain't driving, so I'm just gonna do it under 14 minutes live and then come off. So it's still under 14 minutes. But any group that dominates, that can dominate will dominate. Any group that can dominate will dominate. All right. If you have a group of guys playing in Detroit and they can whoop you every year and do a three-peat, got a bunch of guys playing in Chicago and they can whoop you every year and say, we're not going to let you win till we quit. That's what Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen said. Until we quit, none of you are going to win. If you can do that, but there comes a time, and this is all I have to say. The issue that people should have is not if one race can dominate another. That's not really the issue, because sometimes collections of people who are the same can dominate other people. The issue is, are you your brother's keeper? That's really the issue. The issue, and this is what the white conservative far right says. What's wrong with being white and great? What's wrong with us? Why do you guys have such an issue with greatness in us whites? We don't have no issue with y'all. I don't have an issue with greatness in anybody. The issue has always boiled down to, this is not my message. This is God's message. Are you your brother's keeper? This is it. Are you your brother's keeper? Cain said something that caused all of us to have to look at forever. I'm not my brother's keeper. And we are looking at any dominant race, any dominant group of people, any dominant ethno group, and say, how will you treat the weakest amongst you? Isn't it interesting? One of the things that's on the news right now is how the Chinese treat their elderly. And apparently Chinese people, that this the culture of China, is that they're extremely gracious to their elderly. Extremely. Like the governments that come into power, apparently, and if I have this wrong, please correct me, but apparently they have a lot of grace for their elderly. They have a lot of respect for the generation that came before them. And there are some people that are completely the opposite. I think in Israel, there's a lot of, they put a lot of emphasis on the young. They let the young people, run the country from what I've seen. They let the young people be active in politics and it's front and center. When I went to Israel, I found how many young people are front and center in the airport, in all the major areas. It's like the youthfulness of the people are running the country. That's what it seemed like for me when I went and saw Israel. But the question remains, how will you treat the weakest of you? How do you treat those that are marginalized? How do you treat those that can't do what you do? That's what measures a man. And I like what LeBron James has said. King, you finally showed up for your civil rights movement, and I'm out. This has been the Real Spiel, and I'm ready to go. What's the yes, I am, even my sister's keeper. Come on, we are dominant, but we give our power away for free. Come on, we do. But Sydney, I like that thought, brother. Dominant, when we say we're dominant, there's a difference between powerful and dominant. And dominant shows that you can create the laws, you can print your own money, you can activate your own army. To me, that's dominance. Black people in America are powerful, but I don't know if they've shown themselves to be dominant. Because dominant means that no one can victimize me. I have too much power. You have to overthrow me because I'm dominant, right? So I don't know if we can say we're dominant, but I can definitely say we're powerful. We are powerful. but I'll definitely have that debate with you. I don't have that energy only for my brothers now. Yeah, okay, I hear you. I hear you, Muriel. I hear you, because we have to take care of home first, Muriel Nelson. You're right. Those nations stole all the things, stole all those ways of living from us. They stole it. They stole it because they came in with a bigger army. That's how they didn't steal it. They took it, right? They came in with a bigger army and said, hey, we're taking it. And we used to do the same thing, all right? But the question, like I said, remains, because when Solomon was a world, and Israel was a world empire, they didn't treat everybody else like they got treated after they were dominated, right? They didn't treat everybody the same way. Speaking of that original Israelite nation. So when we are in the position of control, how will we treat those less than us? I don't want to get into this because it's really racist. It's very racist. It's a racist concept, and it's a racist movie, and it's a racist trilogy. But Planet of the Apes. You really know what Planet of the Apes, those movies are about? The Planet of the Apes movie is, what if the blacks ran us? That's if you look at the Planet of the Apes like that, that's how I look at it. When I watch Planet of the Apes, I'm like, wow, this is what white folks are afraid of. When you look at it like that, the Planet of the Apes movie was an ingenious commentary on racial inequity. And the writer of the Planet of the Apes concept was like, what if the apes controlled us men? And the real underlying, real cryptic message is, what if the blacks were in control of us? How would we feel if they were calling us part animal, part savage, if our illiteracy made us less than? It's a very interesting, when you look at it like that. Anyway, those nations did steal it from us. They stole it with might. Let me see. I'm out of here, you know. I'm not staying long. I just came here to talk to y'all briefly when I saw Lebron. And the new Planet of the Apes focused on the awakening and the Exodus. I gotta watch a new one. Black people, you're powerful. Let me teach you how to be dominant. 4 o'clock, Chicago time, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Family business. This is the real spiel, and I'm out. Say Tangy Green, I'm say your comment last. You gave our blessings away. Yah gave our blessings away. The fortune he gave us because we messed up trying to be like everyone else. That's our biggest issue. And I understand that is some of the focus of the Hebrew Israelite momentum that says that, you know, black people once ran the world, and then we were disobedient. We didn't worship God the right way. And God allowed us to be transferred out, and the paradigm shift changed. And this is why we're here in America in this condition. I know that's some of the things that the Hebrew Israelite concept says. I don't have a problem with that mindset. And as a Christian man, as a man of faith, absolutely, that God's principal position has always been, a man with me or a woman is a majority. And a man or a woman without me is in a whole lot of trouble. And so in this season, it is imperative that we recognize that the truest army we have is the army of the hosts of heaven and the captain of the Lord's host, Yeshua HaMashiach. If you worship him, you can't lose. I'm out. This is the real spiel, and I'll talk to y'all later.